Hello, test. Hello, test mic. Hello, test mic. Doon ka sa ano, Brad? Sa Facebook ka. Binigay ko yung link sa... Yan na, sabay.
Nalabas dito sa live chat yung mga ano nila.
Dapat, narinig mo ba yan?
Baka na ganun dito. Sa YouTube ko lang kanina yung ano.
Palitan ng motor. Hi, good afternoon. This is Art from the Digital Defenders, and as of now we will do a webinar in regards with ransomware. Let's just wait for 5 to 10 minutes so that everyone who registered online could join us through Facebook Live or YouTube Live. So just 5 to 10 minutes and then we'll start the webinar. Thank you. Parang walang sound. Salita ka doon? Okay, so I think we have to start now, and those people who registered online could just type in the link that was given to them via the ticket, and they could always join us through this webinar. So again, this is Art from the Digital Defenders, and for today, our topic is all about one of the terminologies that is dreaded amongst IT personnel and mobile devices or machine devices. Our topic for today is all about ransomware, how it works, and what can you do to stay protected. Okay, so COVID-19 pandemic, especially today, has significantly changed our lives, from how we interact in public to how we run our weekly errands. especially how we do our jobs. So there are abundant number of people started working at home since lockdowns are put in place. So many of us deal with our transactions every day with the use of computers or even mobile devices. So this is the new normal, as we call it. No? So as the presentation progresses, you will know all about what is a ransomware, what are the types of ransomware, and how it works, and what can we do to stay protected.
Neo, wake up, Neo. It's about ransomware. Have you heard about the red pill and the blue pill? Blue pill, you continue as you are, innocently walking through life, never knowing the risks around you. Red pill will open your eyes to the dark reality of ransomware. The choice is yours, but you should know ransomware is malicious software that holds your personal files hostage, makes them unreadable, and demands a payment to release them. Yep, like an actual kidnapper. The good news is, in this course, we're going to look at information security and cybersecurity, encryption, how to protect yourself and your data, and prevent any attacks. This is for anyone with personal information on their computer, or any business with client, customer, and patient data on computer files. We'll introduce you to the world of hacking. Did you know between 2001 and 2002, Gary McKinnock from Scotland hacked into 97 United States military and NASA computers, looking for evidence of UFOs? That's out of this world. But while he was there, he deleted weapons logs and blocked military supplies to the US naval fleet in the Atlantic, right after 9/11. Ouch. And in 2014, some pranksters figured out how to hack into electronic road signs in San Francisco. They programmed messages to read, "Godzilla attack, turn back." Imagine the panic and excitement. Anyway, join us and you'll know how to spot and avoid data compromises, and the difference between the red and the blue pill. Sound good? Okay. Let's dive in.
So that is the introduction for ransomware and the categories that ransomware has, like the red pill and the blue pill. So every day, for example, if we are at work, and every day we always use the computer to perform our tasks. So what if one day you logged on to your computer just like you do every day, only to see your screen locked and device unable to boot up, and then a message demanding money or Bitcoin appears instead? So usually there is a dialog box, a color red dialog box with instructions or rules and regulations for you to read, and it has certain amount of payment or Bitcoin for you to pay, for you to be able to gain access to your device or your files and folders. So instead of booting up or starting up, your device will show you this Bitcoin, and you have to pay it now, and some instructions on how to pay it. Okay, so when you get this message through your device, it is the moment where every computer or mobile devices users dreads. Okay, that is automatically ransomware. No? So we will discuss what is a ransomware and what are the types of ransomware. So what is a ransomware? Ransomware is a malicious form of malware. So we all know that malware is the term they use, and the types of malwares are viruses, worms, trojans, ransomware, and the like. So ransomware restricts your computer or mobile device and encrypts your data until you pay a certain amount of ransom or fee. Okay? So you have to pay a certain amount of ransom or fee, like bitcoins. So one famous ransomware is the dead crypto. This is one type of a ransomware is called dead crypto. So it locks your device and files until you are forced to pay the ransom. The payment that this ransomware demands is 2 bitcoins, which is equivalent to more than $1,000. So if you got a payment of 2 bitcoins, that is equivalent to $1,000. So imagine if you got 4 bitcoins or 6 bitcoins. So it depends on the attacker how much he will ask you to pay. So this form of cyber blackmail is one of the dangerous forms of malware today, and is one of the spreading ransomware that is rapidly spreading worldwide. Okay, so the numbers of users infected with ransomware keeps growing along with the increase of ransomware modifications, making it constantly evolving threat. So every day, ransomware is being modified, and it is continuously evolving threat among device users. Okay, so araw-araw o linggo-linggo nagbabago ang modifications ng ransomware. So we have to evolve with the technology that we have right now. So there are 2 forms of ransomware na kalimitan ginagamit na sa buong mundo, Number 1 is the locker ransomware, and the other one is the crypto ransomware. So let's define both ransomwares. Okay. A locker ransomware locks you out of your computer functions, forcing you to pay a ransom to regain control. Okay, so a locker ransomware attacks your device, specifically your computer functions, and forcing you to pay the ransom to regain your control. The second type of ransomware is what we call the crypto ransomware. The crypto, on the other hand, encrypts sensitive data like documents and important files, threatening to destroy them unless you pay a fee. So the baseline for all ransomwares is that you have to pay a fee before you can regain your control, before you can regain your access, whether it's your files or your device. So how can a ransomware get inside your devices? So there are 3 main ways that it can affect your computer. Number 1 is through spam email. Sometimes we call it phishing. Number 2 is spear phishing. So spear phishing, ang tinatarget nito is mga higher members, or in the organizational chart. And the last one is what we call the watering hole attacks. Okay, so yung watering hole attacks, ito yung sinusubaybayan ka ng attacker kung which website you are always in. And then gagawa siya ng copycat ng website na yon, and then he will perform a phishing attack. Tapos maglalagin ka, mag-aano ka. So watering hole attack ang tawag doon. Okay? So, a watering hole attack has the potential to infect members of targeted victim group. Although uncommon, it poses a significant threat to websites because it is very hard to diagnose. No? So, hindi madaling i-diagnose ang watering hole attack. Okay, so masyadong significant threat pagka watering hole attack ang ginawa ng isang attacker. Okay? So, dito sa tatlo na to, kahit na masyadong dangerous yung ransomware, no? Sabi nga natin, we are not helpless against it. It is important, no, to recognize how ransomware spread and the defensive measures you can take to stop it before it can be a serious problem. No? So, we can stop ransomware. It is all about having the knowledge and the awareness on how to stop ransomware. Okay? So, avoid phishing scams, number 1, that spread ransomware by not opening suspicious emails or links, and also avoid visiting any suspicious websites that may contain ransomware. So, don't click on the link. That is the number 1 rule in cybersecurity. Even if you know who sent you the email, double check it by calling that person. Or even if you don't know the sender, just don't click on the link and don't download any attachments. So, the number 1 rule again is do not click on the link. Avoid going to any websites that may contain ransomware. For example, gaming sites or porn sites. That is the 2 top websites that may contain ransomware. So, iwas-iwasan natin yung pagpupunta sa mga websites ng mga gaming, ganyan, or mga porn sites. So, we have to avoid, again, spam emails, spear phishing, watering hole, and scareware. Okay? So, ransomware is a very serious threat, and it can affect you and all your computers and mobile devices. No? But, by knowing how to avoid it and using up-to-date security softwares, you can stay safe. So, use antiviruses with ransomware capabilities, no? And it will also promote security throughout your mobile or your device, whether it's computers or mobile. So, you can do your part by being vigilant and investing in security software today. So, before we proceed, a quick word from our sponsor.
I run this company from my house. We are a work-at-home company that's made the Inc. 5000 2 years in a row. We're the only American antivirus that does its research and development exclusively in the United States. I want to thank the homes, businesses, government agencies, and school systems for choosing superior whitelist security that blocks modern threats like the WannaCry ransomware virus. And none of our customers have been infected. We've aced every test, including perfect detections on the AV comparatives and virus bulletin wrap test. Our business product combines superior security, easy installation, a single pane of glass, remote login, and policy management. We're growing fast, and we're hiring in customer service, channel sales, software development, and malware research, and more. Benefits include internet, cell phone, 100% company-paid Blue Cross Blue Shield, generous bonuses, and stock options. Come join us to defeat ransomware. PCmatic, America's antivirus.
Okay, for me, I would highly suggest to use PCmatic because PCmatic has uh, ransomware capabilities, especially if there is a WannaCry ransomware. So it could easily detect a ransomware attack. So I would highly suggest to use PCmatic, and you could download PCmatic. I would leave the link down below so that you could always uh, use PCmatic. Okay. So after all said and done, the biggest question now is to pay or not to pay. So my answer would be, of course, no. Companies should rely on their backups to recover quickly and reliably. Okay, so do not pay any ransom. Okay. So how do we ensure the fastest recovery if ever we were attacked by a ransomware? So number one is you have to build a strong business continuity plan. For example, backups, teams which can do this job for recovery. Number two is train your team. Train your team in regards with information security. Okay? So, what if you've been hit? What can we do? Number one is isolate the infected station from the network. Disconnect network cable, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and all external storage devices such as USB or external hard drives. Power off affected devices that have not yet been completely corrupted. Number two, ensure backups have not been compromised. Backup data should never be available in read and write mode. Otherwise, it can be vulnerable to known protocols and easily manipulated or deleted by an attacker. Third one is identify the infection. Investigate the type of ransomware you're facing. How did it enter your system? Was it a phishing scam, internet-facing vulnerability, or stolen user credentials? So you have your team which you build like IRTs or DBRTs or SIRTs. They should know how the infection got inside the system. So you have to your team must be trained for this. So you've got three options if ever you've got a ransomware. Number one, which is the easiest way and the quickest way, is to pay ransom. Paying a ransom does not guarantee you will regain access to your files, or you may be subject to another attack. So if you pay the ransom, there's no guarantee that you have or you will be able to regain 100% of your files and folders. And you would only entice the attacker to attack again and again and again. So just like what I said in the previous slides, do not pay the ransom. Okay. Number two option is try to remove the malware. Okay? But it is questionable whether or not you can successfully remove your infection. Ransomware has become sophisticated and mutates frequently. So that is the reason why we need an antivirus that could recognize malware or ransomware. Okay? And number three is to recover from backups. So if you have a business continuity plan, you have a strong backup strategy, you should allow to restore from the most recent clean backup. So this is the job for your incident response team or your IRTs. So engage your IRTs, no? You have to train them. And lastly, you have to alert the authorities. So as of now, I will give you some examples of ransomware, and I believe that you already know some of these ransomware. Number one type of a ransomware is called Lucky, no? LOCKY. Lucky ransomware was built 2016, and it encrypted over 160 file types. So all file types was encrypted or were encrypted by this ransomware. Number two is Bad Rabbit ransomware, 2017. Insecure website and the fake Adobe installer, that is the targeted applications of this ransomware. And lastly, the most well-known ransomware type of a ransomware is what we call WannaCry ransomware. 2017, it affected 23,000 computers globally. So, ang mga ransomware ngayon, malaki na ang pinagbabago, no? So, kailangan maging updated tayo sa lahat. We have to be aware, we have to be knowledgeable in terms of malwares, in terms of ransomwares. No, we can fight malwares, we can fight ransomware. We just have to know the basics, no, of information security. Okay? So, I think this is my last slide now. So, if you want to know more about cybersecurity, you could always visit us at our website, www.thedigitaldefenders.com. That's www.thedigitaldefenders.com, or you can email us at info@thedigitaldefenders.com. So, the next webinar that we will have is all about data privacy, because data privacy and cybersecurity go along with each other. So the main reason why we have cybersecurity today is to protect data. So you are your data, you protect it. Okay? Till next time.